For the past 2 years, I haven't got sick at all. And if I got sick, it would be like for a 2 days period. It would be like a light sickness. It wouldn't be for a strong sickness, because before the 2 years, I would get like a sick for 1 week, twice a year, 3 times a year. All right. Now that's because of course, alhamdulillah, Allah created me as a strong, superior man who just fights bacteria and viruses, just punch them, jab, cross, hook. And another thing is I do Wim Hof method. Now, most of you perhaps have heard about the Wim Hof method, and you may do it, may not do it, but I do it a lot when I wake up, before training, before I sleep, and I have experimented with it a lot and a lot and a lot. And here I will tell you how I find best ways to use them and which things to fix about this. Now, what's Wim Hof method? For those who doesn't know, Wim Hof method is basically a breathing technique that increases your capability or capacity to just tolerate cold, extreme cold, or extreme heats. Now, of course, you're not going to be like fire blending or ice blending. You're not going to be like fireproof, put your hand in the fire and just not melt, but it will help you tolerate them, tolerate high amounts of heat. All right. It will give you basically superhuman capabilities, which is something that I really like about it. And a lot of people I know want to take steroids, want to take enhancements and all that. And I find like Wim Hof to be a natural way to just enhance your capacity and have some kind of superhuman achievements. So I highly recommend people to do it. Now, how do you do Wim Hof method? But before we go to the how, let's start with the why. Do Wim Hof method. There's a lot of benefits for it. It increases the immune system, and it increases your tolerance to cold and heat, as I said. And also it increases your happiness, which is psychological effects. You will feel happier. It will reduce your pain inputs. So that's something I really like about it. And also it will generally improve your stamina for a little bit, so you can like last longer in fight or in bed. So how do you do Wim Hof method? You basically inhale from your nose. Wim Hof got this wrong. He said it doesn't matter to inhale from your nose or your mouth. That's wrong, because when you inhale from your nose, there is filters that can like take out the bad things or harming objects, tiny objects that can be in air that will harm your lungs through time, especially when you're taking deep breaths. So that's something he got wrong. Do inhale from your nose, do not inhale from your mouth. And when you inhale from your mouth, from your nose, you want to inhale to your stomach, not to your chest. Now, some people are stomach breathers, chest breathers. The best thing is to be a stomach breather. You don't want to be a chest breather. So what does it mean? Put your hands on your body, take a deep breath. The first hand to raise up when you're taking a breath is the decision factor or the deciding factor, or if you are chest breather or a stomach breather. All right. So you basically do this test and know which one you are. Why does it matter? Because your lungs, if your lungs fill up from below first, then you are stomach breather. If your lungs fill up from your chest first, then you are chest breather, which is not good for your stamina and overall oxygen intake. So you want to take it from deep down, then fill up, not fill up and then take it down. You will not get it super down. Okay, so that's something very important, and especially in fighting. After taking inhale of nice breathe air from your nose, you exhale from your mouth, which is very simple. I think you should know it. If you don't, there is a YouTube tutorial about breathing, which I saw 2 years ago. There's 70 million people who watched this. Didn't know how they lived till then. Now, you do this for 30 times, fast, not slow, fast. So you do it 30 times. Then when you exhale, not inhale, exhale, the last time, you cut out the air. You no longer take it for 1 minute. For 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, depends on how much you can tolerate. And then you go repeat again the 30 sets. Take a 1.5 minute break, and then a third round, same thing, 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes, depends on how much you can last long. Now, I basically at the beginning couldn't last 30 seconds. Then I could last 2.5 minutes, which is an enormous record for me because I couldn't last 30 seconds before. So that's something I really like about it. After you do it, you go take a cold shower. Now, I know some of you are cowards and pussies who wouldn't take a cold shower. And I know a lot of people in real life, when I tell them that I take cold showers, they'll be like, oh, how can you do it? I cannot take a cold shower except in summer. Everybody takes a cold shower in summer. Who the fuck takes a hot shower in the summer? Nobody does that. At least me. So you should take a cold shower to conquer yourself, to go out of your comfort zone, because don't be a pussy. Are you afraid of cold water? Just open the water. I cannot touch cold water, it will hurt me. Don't be gay. That's gay people stuff. Don't be gay. Be a man. You're watching my channel, you're watching Line Wing. Be a man. Boost your testosterone. So cold showers are very beneficial. Firstly, psychologically, when I wake up first thing in the morning, I never drink coffee. That's something I rarely do, except when I connect 2 days without sleep. So I have a lot of work to do, work here, work there, edit, design, teach, grab some money from here, go there, go do that. I connect 2 days without sleep, then I may drink coffee. And only then, because I don't want to be a coffee addict. I don't like it. I like to rely on something natural. I don't want to be somebody who relies on something external. I want to rely on things that are within my hand. I mean, things in the world that are in my hand. All right. So I don't like to have external things, items to rely on. The less external items I need to rely on, the more I can rely on myself, the more independent I am. Okay, of course you're gonna rely on some things. Of course you need food. Of course you need water. Of course you need sleep. Of course you need protection. Of course you need clothes. Don't be stupid. Don't say that I'm a tough man and you don't need all that and run naked and hungry. Don't. Okay. I do cold showers in the morning. How does this affect my psychology? You don't want to do the cold showers in the morning. Who wants to go wake up and be like, ooh, today I'm gonna do a cold shower? Maybe Wim Hof because he's a crazy old man, but not me, and not you, perhaps. I go to the cold shower. I just enter. I conquer my fear. I conquer my comfort zone. I do the first accomplishment of my day, and then I go pray. Nobody wants to wake up and pray Fajr in the morning. I do it. Alhamdulillah, fadlullah. So you want to conquer yourself from the morning. So when you do conquer the day from the beginning, you conquer the rest. But if you fail from the beginning, not always, but usually and sometimes, you will not last enough to do the rest of your accomplishments, and you will do just half-ass it. All right. So that's another reason to do the cold showers, and it also increases your testosterone. But that's with like extremely cold ice baths. I was just speaking Arabic for a long period, so when I switch English immediately, my tongue kind of trips over. I need to speak English for long periods, and by long periods I mean like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, to just like get accustomed again and speak fluently. Usually I don't speak like this, but anyway. Another thing is psychology, testosterone, and lactic acid. So when I train and go home, I do cold showers because I don't want to feel the tightness in my muscles, because in your muscles, when you're building, the lactic acid will build up, and that's what causes the soreness when you wake up again. So I never feel soreness, and if I do, I feel it very lightly, unlike what you feel it like. So that's why I do cold showers. I highly recommend it. It will improve your psychology too. You will feel happier, you will feel less pain. It is something that I do for 2 years for a reason. I do it when I wake up. I do it before training to boost my energy, because I will go work, and then I connected from work to training immediately. So I do it before training by half an hour. And then I do it before sleep if I feel extremely exhausted and I want to regenerate fast and have a very efficient sleep. I don't do it always, but I do it. Now, some periods I didn't do Wim Hof method. Usually by 1 week, you start to see the downgrade effects, and you may get sick if you don't do it for 3-4 days in a row. Then you can get sick then. And I'm not saying that Wim Hof will not get you sick, because only Allah can protect you from sickness and all that. But it is a high boost for your immune system that I highly recommend, and it will protect you and make you feel stronger. All right.